y'all. Y'all about to see some shit I ain't never did before. I'm gonna be talking and playing the game at the same damn time because I'm enjoying my life right now. So don't mind me just taking this information. In the game I'm playing, I'm sponsored by. I'm playing a game called Deadbydaylight. This shit fun and addicting as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. But let's get into what I gotta talk about. The atmosphere is changing. So we all know what's going on with Aquarius age. It's the Aquarius age, you know? So you're gonna be feeling different type of energies and different type of vibes. You feel me? You're gonna feel one way the one day, and the next day you're gonna wake up feeling totally different. And that's what I'm experiencing. You feel me? One day I wake up, I'm in 3D. One day I wake up 5D, everything is fake, simulation, shit like that. And that's the age that we in. That's the time we in. Aquarius. So get used to feeling different on different days and periodically, because we used to believing in shit and we used to the same feeling. We used to feeling one way. You feel me? We used to waking up feeling the same way. Now in the age of Aquarius, it's just a little bit different. You feel me? You're gonna wake up one day feeling off. One day you're gonna feel good. One day you're gonna feel bad. One day you're gonna feel like a fucking, like an ultimate super warrior, my nigga. One day you're gonna feel amazing. You feel me? One day you just gonna feel like shit. That's just where we at right now in today's society, and what the fuck is going on with the shift and shit like that. Let me go ahead and get this survivor on. You feel me? I gotta go ahead and get my teammate. I'm ranked 16, by the way, and if you want my PS4, Joan, and you want to talk to me, I'll leave it in a link. I'll give you the little username or whatever. Wait, why would you come over here? That nigga's a bot. Move! Oh my God, this nigga's retarded. That's why you missed, bitch ass nigga. Oh, nope, he got me this time. But all right, so moving on, right? So if you someone that's been believing in shit for a while, right? Time has come for your ass, because shit is about to get revealed. Now, just by you going outside and getting some sun, you gonna get some information that you have never. You gonna get downloads, and these downloads is gonna be real. Like, you just gonna start learning by just being alive. That's the point we at, and that's why they trying to push this shit so much. Nigga, they doing everything they can to stop us, because we rises so much and so rapidly. They've never seen us like this since before we got invaded. You feel me? They've never seen us coming back and rising in frequency like this and at such a rapid rate. Yeah, you had the people that was quote unquote woke, but they didn't really get the extent of how deep this shit was. You feel me? Niggas ain't really know like they was gods, and niggas ain't know that this shit, everything that's around us is not even real. You feel me? Niggas ain't know this shit. So, you know, the woke community was basically like just knowing that it's a system, and knowing that everything we doing is to, you know, basically just work and die. But we ain't know it was as deep as like, nigga, the sun is a part of our soul. The sun is literally everything. We ain't know that, you feel me, the ocean was a whole fucking being. We ain't know Earth had its own, you know, was his own organism. We just treated this shit like it was land. You feel me? We everything we did and we knew, we didn't know the full extent to it. So right now in Aquarius age, everything's being revealed, because before the Aquarius age, before the shift has took place, we was in a time of believing in shit and being told what to do instead of bossing the fuck up and starting to understand what's going on. We didn't ask questions back then. You feel me? You had the few small people. You had, like I told you, it was called the woke community. But niggas weren't really even woke like that. Niggas just knew a little bit, and they just was asking questions. You feel me? But right now, it's so fucking real. It's so fucking deep that it's gonna continue to get real. It's just gonna continue to, damn, we gen rushing this nigga. We only got 2 generators left. The video only 4 minutes. Nigga, the game. Oh shit, he found my bitch ass. Please go away. That's why I did a little spin on your bitch ass. Oh, nope, he got me. Like I said, right? Niggas weren't really knowing what the fuck was truly going on. We didn't know what the fuck what it was. And now we starting to be much more aware. And oppressed and scared right now. You feel me? And this gonna be the video where I go in on religion. You feel me? It's about that fucking time. It is about that fucking time. You feel me? So if you're someone that believes in religion and you still believe in shit, because that's the thing, that's the problem. We believe in the system and we believe in time and we believe in shit and we believe we the only people. It's the belief in shit that really has oppressed our people. So if you understand that if you just stop going with their system and you start going within and meditating, that the answers will hit you, then you would stop doing the shit that you do on a continuous like everyday basis, like Snapchat, social media, Pornhub, lowering your vibration. You feel me? You letting entities come around you. You letting spirits and negative vibrations come to you, and you letting bad things affect you. You feel me? And you don't even know it. Oh, he want to heal me. You feel me? So right now, like I said, back on religion, it's your belief in religion, you feel me, that has really kept this matrix going. You feel me? Your belief in a one God has kept this shit going. And I'm going to break this shit down. I'm going to break it down to how fake this shit is. It's so fucking fake that they taught you that a man created everything. Since when did a man have the ability to create anything? And when I mean create, I'm saying life. Why he run away from me like that? Oh shit, cause he right there. Oh, back your ass up. But yeah, it's your belief in certain shit like that. I ain't focused, I ain't gonna lie, so I'm repeating shit, cause I'm playing the game right now. You feel me? This shit fun as hell. Bitch ass nigga. But they taught you that a man created shit, so off the gate, you already know that some shit is off. Some shit is wrong. Like, when did a man have the ability to create some shit? It's always been a female. You feel me? The female brought you into this life. And nigga, they don't need sperm. Only human beings need, human girls need that sperm to fertilize the egg. As a goddess, you can naturally create. You feel me? But you're taught that you need the sperm, that we need the sperm. And without the sperm, you cannot have a baby. If you look up something called parthenogenesis, then you will realize how wrong and how much you've been lied to. You'll realize this shit. You've been lied to for a very, 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 very long time. You know, parthenogenesis is something that's natural to our people. He going to the wrong exit gate. Oh, dumbass nigga. But once you start realizing parthenogenesis and you start realizing certain shit like this, the capabilities that these females or goddesses can do, you'll start to just see shit for what it is. And a man, like, you should have known. You should have known better. I just finished the game. Now it's time to get deep. All right. That shit, we fucked that nigga up. It only took 8 minutes for that game to start. Normally the shit 10 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes. God damn, I fucked that nigga up. You feel me? But now, let me get in tune with y'all real quick. Now I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm in the comments let y'all know to skip to 8 minutes if you really just here for the info, cause I was a little off topic. But they teach you that God is a man and God created all. You feel me? That's true, but it was a goddess. You feel me? It was a carbonated, neuromelanated goddess. It was a goddess, and even if you really, cause in the Bible it tell you that the female was made from the man's rib. That don't even make sense. You feel me? Why the fuck, if a woman has forever, for as long as you know, as long as you've been alive, you've been seeing females create women, females create children, and females create men. You feel me? Why the fuck do you think God, for the first female, was like, hold on, we gonna actually make it come from a man? But all you see, every day it's a new child getting born by a female. But you so programmed to believe that God is a man and that a God made it, and it was a God, it wasn't a goddess, it wasn't a feminine entity. And then you so brainwashed to believe we are more stronger than the fucking, you feel me, women, when in actuality we are inferior spiritually, you feel me, mentally. They even say this is how they teach you. This is how you know that the females are superior. They grow faster than us. Their avatars, they grow faster than ours. But they call it, what the fuck do they call it? They call it a growth spurt, or what the fuck do they call it? Puberty. Why do you think females have puberty first? You know, they just have code words for everything that they do. Now I'm about to get on God ass, okay? Now this is the section where I'm finna just fuck God ass up, okay? If you believe in God, why the fuck is we in a society where niggas can't take the sun, okay? You got the Caucasian race, and they ass can literally not stare at the sun. They ass is burning up. Now let me get on Jesus ass. Nigga, you be calling on Jesus ass or every fucking day and nothing ever happened. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. You fucking lying. Jesus has never saved you a day in your fucking life. You saved yourself. Now they said Jesus died on a cross. My nigga, where is his burial? Can I see this motherfucker body? Like, if Jesus is real, nigga, they should have a memorial for his ass. Where is his fucking coffin at? Jesus is the most important man on a plane, apparently, because it's Jesus. So where the fuck is he at? Why the fuck do in the Bible they sacrificing shit for their God? Why even in the Bible? Just think about this shit. Why are you sacrificing animals so God can finally look at you? What type of God is that? And then they say God is a jealous God. Bitch, no the fuck he's not. If God was really just a God, the nigga's the most powerful thing on the internet. He the most powerful thing, so why the fuck is he? Who the fuck is he getting jealous at? That's first of all. Why the fuck is he jealous? Why is God a jealous God? That don't even make sense. Because I know damn well if I was the most omnipotent, powerful, which I am, I know I'm a God, so I know that if you not in your ego, you feel me, you're not going to be jealous. They talking about Zeus as they talking about Satan. And that's why I'm trying to tell you, they're not, that God in that Bible is Satan himself, is Zeus, is Prometheus. He was a God that just like me, he's one of the gods that created the human beings. Now let me break something else down. Since you believe God is just one God in the sky, the blue sky, if you was to know that the reptilians is drinking blood all the time, do you think God would let that shit happen? He's letting his creation, if it's just one God, he's gonna let his creation get eaten, get trafficked. You think he gonna let the fucking presidents that you fucking worship be all in it? They the main ones. Yo, the queen of, how is it a queen in the Matrix if there's a fucking God? What makes her so special? How is she a queen? What's so royal about her blood if God is real? So God was like, nigga, this is the royal family right here. Nigga, God made, and then, of course, they can't even take the sun. They ass be wearing sunscreen and shit. So, you feel me? I'm just trying to piece shit together. If God was real, why the fuck is niggas rising so rapidly? Why is niggas starting to go within and starting to figure out who the fuck they is? Why is there even a such thing? Like, why is they trying to, why do they tell you the pineal gland is demonic? Why don't they want you to meditate? Like, why do they have problems with us meditating and they just want us to pray? You feel me? Just why? Just why? I'm just asking questions. Because this shit don't add up. Okay? If God was real, first of all, if God was real, it just is, if one God, because God is real, I'm God, and the neuromelanated, carbonated female is a goddess. But I'm talking about the God in the religion. If the God in the religion was real, if he created animals, and he created us, and he created all life, why the fuck would he allow us to destroy this shit? Why would God be like, all right, I'm making this shit here, and I'm making this shit here, and you gonna eat my creation? Why would he do some shit like that? Why would you eat the meat that God, that's not, no. Why is you eating that shit? And then you gotta ask certain shit like, how come meat kills us? If God You know, put that shit there for us to eat. Cause I know it's niggas gonna be in my comment like, God put that shit here because he wanted us to eat. We gotta eat something, right? Wrong, fucking nigga. Because when you eat that shit, that's dead animals, that's dead flesh, that's dead fucking parasitic shit that you putting in you. You putting in a organism that was living, and you putting that shit in you, and that shit is making you come down. That shit is not natural. If it was just one God in the sky, I'm just asking questions for somebody. You feel me? If God was real, why the fuck has he been letting people oppress us? Why the fuck do we gotta go to work if God is real? What happened to the Great Flood? You feel me? Then you got the 13 tribes. That's literally code word for the fucking the reptilian, the 13 original bloodlines. Oh, the Hebrew Israelites, the 13 tribes. Shut your bitch ass up. That's literally code word for the 13 original bloodlines. The reptilians. If God was real, why the fuck do we have a president? If God, I'm just trying to ask shit. If God was real, why is we listening to a fucking president? If it's just one God. I'm talking about if it was just one. In the sky. That big blue sky you see up there, the and then I'm gonna break this shit down. So the reason why the Bible say heaven and hell, let me break this shit down first before I even get that deep. Why the fuck is it just heaven and hell? When clearly, nigga, well, I can't say clearly because the religious people, they gonna fight for their Jesus Christ and they gonna fight for their God or their Allah or whatever the fuck. You gonna fight for their ass. I'm trying to decode. I'm trying to help your ass out. But if God was really real, just really sit here and think about that. You think he gonna make? Would he really make evil? Like, would he really make evil people to fuck over your life purposely? Why the fuck is there a CIA, FBI, and police if God is real? Nigga, God could just stop shit, right? Why the fuck is we going to school if God is real? Like, if God was real, don't you think we will all be like, we will all know about his ass by now? And then in the Bible, they say you gotta just trust and believe. I'm telling you, it's the belief in that shit that captures you. You just want to believe that little minuscule shit. Just the belief. And then they say, oh, you got the heaven and you got hell. Now, if you're a bad person, you're gonna go to hell. And bad people ask questions and don't obey and just, they don't, they just, that's because that's really what this shit is for. The only reason that they created a heaven and hell is so you just go with the system, you go with the program, and you be a nice little good person, and you don't ask questions, and you don't rebel against the oppressors, the ops, and you be scary and nervous and shit like that, and you don't understand what crystals is doing to us. You don't understand that all of our avatars is different. You don't even know about the soul. You don't know about the chakras. You don't know about the pineal gland. You don't know about your magnetism. You don't know about your true history. You don't know that this is ether. You don't know this type of shit. So with religion, they telling you that we are all one race and that just one God created us. Now, that's a truth and a false. Because for the human beings, yes, God did create the humans. God, someone like me that looked just like me, he probably just was a little taller, a little darker, maybe a different color, because I don't remember how Zeus bitch ass looked, but one of our brothers, okay, created you Neanderthals, you Caucasians, okay? And the reptilians made a pact with the human beings because those are the only avatars that they can inhabit and actually control because of how fucking weak they are, because of how fucking genetically downgraded they are. You're not just gonna see you gotta make a pact with a reptilian. For a reptilian to come near me, the reptilian gotta get an agreement. Or you take that shit. Either you take that shit or it's an agreement. You feel me? And then your ass can get hacked by a reptilian. Or body snatcher or spirits if you're a carbonated being. But just a regular average Joe, the regular average, white male, they ass can get zapped like this. Because their pineal gland not even open. You feel me? And shit like that. So they ass could just get body snatched whenever, basically. Or and plus like they be, some of them be bad spirits anyway. You feel me? So they don't even need to have, you know, a reptilian take over them, because they already have a bad spirit, and they just going with the matrix and they fucking shit up. You feel me? Why the fuck are they trying to make robots if God is real? What's the point of AI if God is real? Why are we creating artificial intelligence if God is real? It's just one God. If it's just one God, bro. If it's just one God in the sky, and he's just sitting in heaven waiting for us to come to return, why is there so much fear mongering going on? Why is there so much fear in the atmosphere? Why is there no peace in this world? True peace. Why is it chaos? Why do they show you gray little aliens? They show you this shit. If God is real, what the fuck do I need? Because if God created everything, and God is just God, why the fuck am I even wearing clothes right now? This is just shit you gonna have to ask. One day you just gonna sit here and have to ask this type of shit. If God was so fucking real, why haven't he solved all your problems yet? I'm just trying to figure it out. You feel me? The world is literally ending. Like, I be looking at this bitch like, bro, none of this shit is real. You feel me? If God is real, and we're made, and all of us is made in his image, why the fuck is some of us not as good as others? If God is real, why do they even come out with the quote, life ain't fair? If God made all of us in his image and we're all one race, why the fuck, when I look at the sun, I get stronger, but when your white ass look at the sun, your ass is burning up. God is not going, if I don't give a fuck what they tell you in the Bible. I don't give a fuck what they tell you. That's not happening. What the fuck is, if it's one God, what the fuck is, why is there so many different races? Why is there so many different, like what the fuck is going on? You feel me? Why is there a system, like, why are they oppressing our people like this? Like, you just gotta sit here and ask that shit. And everybody on my channel basically know God, the one religion, God is not real. That shit's fake as hell. You feel me? And then this is what they like to do. They like to say, oh, but there's demons lurking, so you gotta watch out for the bad guys. But the whole religion is one big demon. Okay, the whole religion is one big fuck up. That shit fucked up. Why do some people have souls and some people don't? There's soulless beings out here. So why do I have a soul and you don't have a soul? You think it's just that one God is just that fucked up? No, nigga. The God that created your ass couldn't grant you a soul because it was a man. That's why. Only a goddess can grant a soul. It's that fucking simple. It's that fucking simple. A man can't do it. That's why in their religion, when they said God made man in his image and God is a jealous God and God is this and that, it is because, and you got to make sacrifices for him to accept you. And then you got to look at the celebrities for who they are too. The celebrities do hella sacrifices, and we all know about the sacrifices they make. And then they always want to thank God. It's because they not thinking, you thinking God is fucking, oh, God is just this lovely character, when God is the reason why all of this shit is happening. And it was one God. It was one God. It was multiple gods, but it was the one God who started it all. They said, oh, 1/3 of the angels left with him. Yeah, that shit was true. We are the angels. We the gods. He wants to be known as just the one God. He don't want it. That's why he called us angels. Nah, them just angels. I'm God, bitch. I'm the Almighty. Okay, I run shit. He want to run shit by himself. That's it. That's just how. That's his ideology. We always praised ourselves. We always went within. We always loved ourselves internally, and we always had love for others. And love is really trust and frequency. We all had it. There was no such thing as a backstabbing and shit like that. What the fuck is we getting backstabbed for? What the fuck? We never experienced shit like this until these motherfucking beings came here. Why the fuck is the air in the atmosphere slowly going away? If God is real, can't God cure everything? Can't God just come down and be like, whoa, 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 everything's fine? You feel me? Because it's fake. It's fake, bro. It's fake. I'm trying to let you know. If this shit was real, if it was really a world, something just mind-boggling, fucking, if COVID-19 was really just, because I'm telling you, COVID-19 is us. We are the Anunnaki gods. But if COVID-19 was just a real pandemic, like, oh my fucking God, everyone's getting sick, why don't God ass just come down and just be like, wait a minute, zoom, and just zap everything be fine? So God just letting his fucking people suffer? No, it's not how it works. I'm God, bitch, and I've been trying to tell you for a long time. It's just this perception of God is just false. You're looking at one right now. You're looking at him. You're looking at one. This is the God physique. This is the God body. This is God. I'm God, literally in your face. But they have oppressed us. I can't use every ability that they talk about, because we're beyond the God they even talk about. We're way superior than that religion God too. Yes, we're almighty. We're all knowing. Yes, nigga, we're like that. But right now, under Lightcode lockdown, under all these fucking domes and all these fucking layers and all this shit, yes, it's gonna seem like me and you are we look the same, especially if you in the third density. I'm in what's called 5D now. So when I look at a motherfucker, I can tell if it has a soul or not. I'm looking at you from what the fuck is within you. So if I'm looking at a robot, I know what the fuck, like, you're a synthetic, like, you're not even real. You don't have a soul. That's why when I went to that, man, bro, it be synthetics, bro. Synthetics, clones, mocks, everything. They don't even be real. And those the people, most of them run the world too. What the Caucasians, what the white people. You feel me? They run this shit. They run the world. You feel me? Because they're on top of shit right now. But right now, at the same time, everything's happening. And soon, very, 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 very soon, you're going to see everything I'm talking about happen. And it's going to be in fruition. It's going to be right in your face. And you're not going to have a choice but to understand that, oh my God, God was never real. The religion God. And the religion God is real, but it's not like the good God that you have in your mind, like, oh my God, God is good. No, he's not. That God is evil. That God was not good. He wasn't good. He was fucked up. It's multiple. That's why in the Avengers is multiple gods. You ever thought about that? Why, if it's just one God, it's multiple gods, and then they show you all these universes and different beings and shit? Because, nigga, this is the truth. But your ass, right after watching the Avengers, you still think, oh my God, that's just fake. Oh my God, it's just one God. Let me go pray and talk to Jesus Christ real quick. You is a goofy. That's what I like to call you a goofy, because you just not gonna ever wake up. Okay? You ain't gonna never wake up believe. Like, if you really believe in God, bro, if you really you think God is the truth and it's just God and religion and oh my God, God is gonna save me and I'm one of the select few. No, the fuck you not, nigga. Your time has come. God, if you believing in some God shit, your ass is gonna be going down with the elites, is what I'm trying to tell you. You're going to be believing in God to the end, and then your ass going to die and be like, you're going to be hurt because you spent all that time believing in something so false. That's why my ass, I haven't been programmed. I never cared about religion. I never gave a fuck about God. I swear to God and know I'm lying. Like, cause nigga, I know God now. I know I'm God. I didn't know it. And I didn't know why. I just was always woke. I've always been woke. That's the craziest thing about me. I was woke since, nigga, I was born. And woke meaning internally, like internal. Yeah, I was eating meat, but it was certain things I would do. Like I'd never go to parties. I didn't trust nobody like that. You feel me? I knew it was something about me. You feel me? I didn't care about watching sports. I didn't give a fuck about a celebrity. I don't think I ever even follow a celebrity ever. The only people that I would look at and watch is my surroundings. The people that was actually in my life. I always focused on the people in my life. I never gave a fuck about a celebrity. I've never once ever in my entire fucking life went to, oh my God, so he's coming down here, let's go watch him. I never in my life did no shit like that. If I never in my life gave a fuck and actually sat down to watch a sports game like the full way through. I just like the Lakers, and I like the Lakers only because of Kobe Bryant. And even if you knew how programmed and how they got clones and Mach 5s and shit like that in the NBA and in the NFL, then you would know type of shit like these motherfuckers is robots. And Kobe Bryant wasn't a robot. His ass was a real person. And Michael Jordan was a real person. You feel me? That's why when Kobe died, we felt that shit like, oh my God, Kobe. That's why they killed Kobe specifically, because Kobe was a soul. And they knew we would feel that like very hard. Like everybody in the world felt Kobe. Everybody in the world felt Kobe. Because that was a soul, that was a powerful soul. You feel me? So we all felt that. And like with NFL, I didn't really give a fuck about NFL. I like the Bengals, and the only reason I like the Bengals is because their wide receiver, I forgot his name. I think it was like AJ Green or something like that. And that was the only reason I fuck with the Bengals, only because of AJ Green. And I'm sure his ass was a soul too, because only like teams because of one motherfucker. It was only one motherfucker. That's the reason why I like the team. I ain't even give a fuck about the Super Bowl, the championship. Niggas be so invested in that shit. Bro, social media, I never gave a fuck about it like that. Yeah, I had it, but nigga, I used to post Fortnite, like me winning Fortnite and shit. I always did everything for myself. And then when it came to like talking about God and Jesus and shit, I always was like, man, I don't know about that shit. I would just stay away from it, because it would just be like, bro, that shit is just not for me. And I'd just be like, bro, I'm an atheist pretty much. That's what I would say. I'd just say I'm an atheist. I wouldn't say like, shit, I'm a God. So now I'm going to say some shit like I'm the God. But then I just was like, bro, I'm an atheist. I just don't believe in that shit. I just don't. And then my mom started waking up. She started going vegan. So if God was real, why the fuck do people wake up? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, if God was real, why do niggas start to wake up? If it's just God is real, like, the shit would be different. Shit would be different. This shit is not even real. Like, none of this shit around me is real. The TV is not real. The phone is not real. The water is the realest thing on the plane right now is the water. You know, the slides, the flip-flops and shit like that. Spirits and souls and shit like that. That's what we are. We're spirits. We're spirits and a soul. And that makes us superior. That's what makes us God. Especially this avatar is the best avatar you could ever, in a cosmos. And it's better avatars than this. This avatar is weakened. This is a weakened avatar. This avatar is weak. That's why they show you on Avatar how it really worked, nigga. How you wake up bro. They put the truth in the movies. That's why I bring up the Avengers and the Galaxy and shit like that. And you know everybody watch that shit. Everybody is so in that shit. The only reason the white people they love the Avengers and shit so much because they know the truth and they know about the gods and they know you a god and they know that they only got one life. Most of them know they only got one life. Do you feel me? So they put the truth in the movies and shit. They have no soul. Reptilians have no soul. So all they do is they can't really brainstorm and create. All they do is really just everything that you see on it and so-called entertainment. That's sci-fi. Sci-fi is the real truth. Sci-fi is what's really going on. There is not just God. That's why they put churches everywhere in the black communities. It took me a long time to think about that. Why in the suburbs, it don't be churches in the suburbs? But, nigga, as soon as I go to the hood, it's a church at every fucking corner. Why? Why do they want us to, why do they want us to believe in God so much? You gotta start asking shit like that. Why? It's because they want the gods to go outside of themselves and pray into some shit you don't need to be praying to. Nigga, it's liquor stores all over the hood as well. And then when you born, they programmed us to make us believe that we love fried chicken and Kool-Aid. They did it to us. They told us what we liked, and we ran with it. Oh yeah, I love fried chicken. Nigga, as soon as someone say fried chicken, every nigga in the block like fried chicken. Yeah, I love that shit. Even if low-key they don't like it, they gonna be like, hell yeah, I love fried chicken. Because that's what makes us black. No, nigga, that shit. Then they got the nerve to call that shit soul food. Oh. Nigga, they call that shit soul food. On granny, nigga, they be like, yeah, go get your ass some soul food. That shit good for the soul. Nigga, that is killing. That shit making your ass not asking no questions. Your ass just going with the program. Your ass just settling down for playing the game. You don't have the energy to even think about some grand shit. You don't even have the energy to think about it. So if you, for your whole life, on damn near almost all the time, you got you some meat on your plate, you never gonna sit down and really go within and ask certain questions. You just, the most spiritual you gonna get is, yeah, God do seem real. Like, yeah, God. Because you've never experienced what you could do. And I experienced, we're at war. Long story short. So right now they want you to really believe in God. They really do. They want you to believe in God right now harder than ever. Because God is real, but that's who they worship. I worship myself. You feel me? You don't have to, I'm not telling you to worship me. I tell you to worship yourself, go within and love yourself at all times. They tell you, bitch, you better go outside yourself and you better believe in God or your ass gonna go to hell when times come. That they put that fear in you. And that's why your ass be a good little boy, because you was programmed to believe if I don't worship God, I'm gonna go to hell. And it's that fear of hell that makes you go with God. That's the only reason you believe in that shit, is because the concept of hell is just like, I don't want to go to hell. So you start doing everything for God. You see how you could see the mad in my face. You could see that shit. Cause that shit, that's how they do it. That's how they program you. They be like, yeah, we got his ass. That's how they do it. Nigga, I remember when I switched to religion for like a day or two, right? Nigga, for like them 2 weeks I was in religion. I remember the moment I started talking about religion, I went to the fucking bus station, and the motherfucker came with a bicycle with that holy Bible and pointed it at me, so he made sure I looked at it. When I seen that shit, I even questioned, like, nigga, was that really the CIA that just did that? Like, did the CIA really? Cause they listen to everything. They know that I started talking about God. I changed for a little bit. So they took that opportunity, and that motherfucker came in. He wrote with the holy Bible. Bitch, that shit fake as hell. That shit fake as hell. That shit had my ass like, boy, I know that they did not really just do that. Why do you think they even watching us if God is real? Why, if they watching us, why is they not trying to figure out how to get in contact with God? You ever think about that, nigga? They trying to do everything else but get in contact with God. Nigga, how can we hit this nigga up and talk to him? You fucking stupid. You goofy. And then they gotta make sacrifices. Oh, so God can look at me. It's fucking pathetic. It is so fucking pathetic. It is. And then when I sit here and I look in my surroundings and I see all these beings that's around me, I got a God. It's a God and goddess living right beside me. Downstairs is a motherfucking, I don't know what his ass is, but he's something. He an agent. He's something. I don't know what his is. Then it's a gray that live over there. Downstairs is Pleiadians. And then it's another sect of grays right across for them.
we surrounded, nigga. This is life. We living with other extraterrestrials, and the gods is the only extraterrestrial race that don't know who they are, and that don't know that their world is already hacked, and that don't know this shit. Every other race looking at you like you, oh my God, like, wow, you're a god and you're that dumb. Like, that's how everyone looks at you. I don't really give a fuck about white people. Like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like, when I care about you, but when I said that, I meant, like, I don't care if you believe in religion. But it's when I'm looking at a God, that's when it's like, bro, you gotta stop believing in that religion shit, bro. Like for a white person to tell me that they believe in God, I don't really mind that, because they probably grew up in that household, and they probably read the Bible, and they probably even got taught the true shit, that God really did make them in His image. Like, that's the type of shit they own. Like, some white people know, like, God actually did, one of the gods really did create us, so they worship Him and they thank Him, even though that he put them through a lot. They still worship Him, because it would be no life without Zeus. And then they also worship the reptilians, because the reptilians is the ones that can take over their bodies. And so they got to listen to the reptilians, and they be doing blood sacrifices, and they take our children. Why do you think sex trafficking is even a thing? And all the major elites, if the major elites know that God is real, because they swear, they be like, God is good and God bless America and shit like that, but they the ones getting caught in sex trafficking and shit like that, because they know that they in a plane with gods, and you don't know that you God. So when you hear God, you thinking about some nigga in the sky instead of thinking about you. And when I was in that fucking hospital, the nigga literally was calling me God the entire time, y'all. I can't make this shit up. He was an old ass Pleiadian, and he kept calling me God. He kept calling everybody with a soul, and that had the avatar like me. He kept calling them gods. And it was a Mach 5 who told me he's a Mach 5. He said in my face, blatant as day, I cannot make this shit up. He said, bro, I'm a Mach 5. He said, dude, I'm not even real. He said, I'm a robot. And then we was looking at the Avengers, and he was like, man, it's so much shot, it's so much warnings, there's so much shit in this movie. And then he was talking about aliens versus predators, like how they was foreshadowing shit. And then the movie Alien, like everything about that shit, like it was crazy. It blew my mind, because they used to a Lunakai god not knowing shit. They used to someone that looked like me not knowing shit. So when they say that type of shit, they just expecting laughs and shit. They not used to me knowing who I am. But when I couldn't even believe it. Like it's crazy how this shit worked. I started telling you how we was gods, and then I get sent there, and it was like as confirmation. This nigga kept calling me God. He didn't call me by my name. He didn't say, oh, Chris. This nigga was like, God, bring your ass over here. Damn, nigga. Then the co-workers, he calling them gods. He said, he called the nigga a demigod. He said, he was talking about how the world is ending. This is a white man that y'all love to believe in, a white man too. Y'all love to believe in his shit. And it was a white Pleiadian. It was a Pleiadian. And he was saying all this shit in my face. He said, and then it was something, I don't remember where I heard it, but someone was like, bro, the moment the church ends, the moment the church ends is the moment you start living. Because it be that fear of hell. I'm telling you, that's the only reason you go with the God. I'm telling you, the only reason that you really is putting your trust in God right now is because you really just don't want to go to hell. That's really the only reason why. And for the gods, the reason why your ass believe in God is because your ass got whipped into believing in God. Your ass got beat into believing in God. They told you, they whipped it into you that God is real. They whipped it into you. And this was in slavery. If God was real, why the fuck was slavery even a thing? You gotta think about this shit. If it was just one God, God would have canceled that shit immediately. God would have canceled that shit immediately. If it was just one God in the sky, God ass would have came down like, nigga, what the he would have been on some thunderous. So you know, we the gods. That's why they even put us in slavery to instill fear in us. Because we are the gods. How much do I need? Do I gotta really keep going for you to finally get it that God is really not real? Like, how long would it, like, what would it take for me to let, like, what would it take? Like, what else do you need to hear? Like, I mean, because I don't know. Like, is it Jesus that you believe in? Is it God? Because even Jesus is Jesus. Zeus was a god. Zeus is like Thor, and Thor was a god. Well, Mjolnir and Asgard and that type of shit really exists. That's why they put it. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I really can't. They put white faces on everything. Just imagine just imagine all the Avengers that you see, just black and green, red, and all the colors, not white. White is pale. Why do you think white motherfuckers want to get suntan so bad? Because they know that they are pale and that they're lifeless. They want to look like us, but they hate us at the same time. But they envy us. It's envy. That's why it's racism. There's such thing as racism because they looking at a god. They looking at someone's life. And even if they don't know that's why. It's because we actually have life. And we're actually immortal. They ask not. They're mortal beings. They're mortal. They have one life. So if you make it through this shift, congratulations, we can grant you a soul. And your ass can be just like Goku. Your ass can be just like Kakarot. You can be just like Ultra Instinct. And we're going to teach you how to literally tap into your DEA. I think it's going to get so good to where I think we're going to upgrade one of them. I think we just going to fully upgrade y'all ass. We might even, fuck it, we might as well just give you one of the God avatars. Fuck it, we just going to fully upgrade your ass. We just going to, you one of us now, fuck it. We can do shit like that. So that's why I'm trying to figure out, like, why are you racist still? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, it's in your best interest to stop bullshitting people, to learn who you truly are, to meditate, tap into who you are, and know thyself, instead of always going out and believing in religion. Even if religion was real, do you think God would really let Jesus Christ just suffer on a cross for 3 days? That to me don't sound like no good God. I don't give a fuck how you call it. I don't give a fuck. That shit is not real, yo. When is you gonna learn? Like, this shit is not real. Like, when is you gonna really sit here and learn, like, that God is not real? Like, I'm talking about the religion God, like, oh, the good God. No, there's no such thing as a religion good God. Religion is evil in every way. You making sacrifices. They allow sex to have sex with your kids. They allow that in the Bible. It literally says it's okay for you to do that. When the fuck has that ever been okay? They talking about you know offerings and you got to do certain shit and the snake and Eve and they even made it worse. They said that Eve was the bad motherfucker because they hate females because females can grant life. That's why they taking females and snatching females because they're stronger than us. We can't literally create a motherfucking baby with us, so we can't do that shit. Only the females can. That's why they trafficking them the most. That's why they snatching the goddesses away like that. And they getting the goddesses because the goddesses is the most important vessels. That's them. They are the grand creators, and they got our goddesses moving along with this thoughty movement and shit like that, and not knowing who they truly are. And they send from the beginning of their birth, they send agents the goddesses' way. From the beginning, from the very beginning. They do this to almost all the goddesses. A lot of goddesses don't really just sit there and meet. They're someone that's truly for them. And the gods that's on a rise and the gods that figure out who they is, they start trying to send females at your way. When you gonna learn that you looking at a god? Like, when you gonna sit there and learn that you looking at something that's beyond time itself? Like, I'm immortal. I literally can't die. Like, literally, I'm literally an immortal being. When you gonna sit there and realize, like, yeah, death is a program for us. Death is to keep fearing us. And then you got funerals. Like, why would God create something like that? God didn't. The goddesses didn't. They didn't create something that can literally die. They didn't create a soul lives forever. Like once a soul is granted, you literally got to do something outrageous for them to literally destroy you. This is cosmic, but we are, and niggas wish to be immortal. That's the thing. Like mortals want to be immortal. They want to have eternal life. They want to. They want to live forever. I mean, damn, that's crazy to me. And the worst part is they want to be immortal on this plane. Like, damn, you really want to be immortal living here like this? Like, this is suffering. You suffering. And you got gods that like the money. They love the simulation. They love having this recognition. But it gets to a point to where you start seeing celebrities crash because it's not enough. Money is not nothing. Money is nothing, y'all. Like, I'm trying to tell you, money is nothing. Money means nothing, bro. It really means nothing. Money means nothing. Money is the absolute worst. And that's the bait that you niggas get trapped in. And then you get trapped in like believing that money is everything because that's the system that they gave you. If God is real, why the fuck do we need money? Why the fuck is we not eating the foods that naturally grow? If it's just like that's just the type of shit you gotta see. God would never, like, if it was one just God that had the ability to just change everything, he's no. Anyways, I'm out. I love y'all.